Frozen encounter. The howling winds of Neridian 7 clawed at Cooper Kai's thermal suit as he trudged through knee-deep snow. The expedition had been his idea, and now he regretted every moment of it. Visibility dropping to 8%, warned Dr. Chen through the comms. "We need to head back before the storm intensifies." Cooper adjusted his scanner while the ice particles stung his exposed cheek. "Just 5 more minutes, I'm picking up unusual energy readings beyond that ridge." The geological survey was supposed to be routine. Examine the frozen planet's core samples, collect data, and leave. But something about this particular energy signature felt different. It pulsed with an almost organic rhythm unlike anything their instruments had registered before Sarah's voice crackled through. "Cooper, this is reckless. We're already 2 kilometers beyond our safe zone." He ignored her concern, pushing forward as the wind momentarily subsided, revealing a massive ice formation ahead. The scanner in his gloved hand beeped frantically. "There's something here," Cooper whispered mostly to himself. His breath crystallized instantly in the frigid air. As he approached the formation, he noticed an unusual shimmer beneath layers of frost, something smooth and clearly not natural to the environment. Brushing away centuries of accumulated ice, Cooper gasped at what lay beneath. A figure. A humanoid figure. "Dr. Chen." His voice trembled. "I need you here now." Within minutes, the small expedition team huddled around Cooper's discovery. The being appeared female with skin that seemed to hold a faint purple luminescence beneath the frost. Her form was slender, almost delicate despite being encased in what resembled partial armor. Her features were hauntingly beautiful yet clearly not human. "Impossible," Dr. Chen whispered, kneeling beside the frozen figure. "This planet has been uninhabitable for millennia." Sarah kept her distance. "Is it a statue? Some kind of artifact?" Cooper shook his head. "The scanner shows minimal energy output, almost like it's in hibernation." "We should leave it," Sarah insisted. "This isn't our mission objective." Cooper felt drawn to the figure despite his scientific training, warning him against such irrational behavior. Carefully, he removed his thermal glove and reached toward the being's face. "Cooper, don't," Dr. Chen cautioned, but it was too late. His fingers made contact with the icy surface of her cheek. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, a subtle glow emanated from beneath her skin where his warmth touched her. A soft pulse of lavender light spread from the point of contact. Suddenly, her eyes snapped open, revealing irises the color of twilight. The team stumbled backward in shock as the being's gaze locked onto Cooper. "We need to get her back to base," Cooper said firmly, gathering his resolve. "Whatever she is, she's alive. Or reactivating," Dr. Chen murmured, examining his scanner. "These readings suggest both organic and synthetic components." Despite Sarah's protests, they carefully extracted the being from her icy prison. As they loaded her onto their transport vehicle, Cooper noticed something strange. The areas of her body closest to him seemed to glow brighter, as if responding to his proximity. The storm intensified around them as they raced back toward the research base. The mysterious being remained motionless, except for occasional flickers of light beneath her purple skin. Cooper couldn't shake the feeling that everything was about to change. Awakening touch. The research base's medical bay hummed with activity as Cooper and Dr. Chen monitored their unusual discovery. The purple-skinned being lay motionless on the examination table, her body temperature barely registering on their equipment. "Her molecular structure is unlike anything I've ever seen," Dr. Chen said, eyes fixed on the scanning results. "It's as if she's both organic and synthetic, but neither technology fully dominates the other." Cooper couldn't look away from her face. Even in this dormant state, there was something hauntingly alive about her. "Do you think she's conscious? Aware of us?" "Impossible to tell," Dr. Chen replied. "But look at this." Her systems seemed to be slowly shutting down again. The soft lavender glow that had pulsed beneath her skin when they found her was fading, growing dimmer by the minute. The base commander, Rena, entered the medical bay with a stern expression. "This isn't what we came to Neridian 7 for, Kai," she said. Our mission is to assess the planet's viability for the mining operation, not collect specimens. She's not a specimen, Cooper argued. She's alive, or was, and she's fading. Commander Renna sighed. We don't have the equipment to preserve whatever she is. Once the storm passes, we'll document and— No, Cooper interrupted, surprising himself with his own vehemence. There's something here we don't understand yet. The commander left with obvious disapproval, leaving Cooper and Dr. Chen alone with their discovery. The being's skin had lost almost all its glow now, turning a dull shade of twilight purple. Her energy signature is dropping rapidly, Dr. Chen observed. If she's alive in any conventional sense, she's dying. Cooper removed his glove again, acting on instinct rather than scientific protocol. When I touched her before something happened. Cooper, wait. But he had already placed his palm against her cheek. For a moment, nothing. Then, like water flowing through parched earth, color spread from his hand across her face. The lavender glow intensified, pulsing in rhythm with his own heartbeat. Her eyes fluttered open, fixing on him with startling clarity. Can you understand me? Cooper whispered. The being's lips parted slightly. Her voice, when it came, sounded like crystal chimes. Proximity. Initiated. Revival sequence. Dr. Chen backed away. She's speaking our language. Adaptive linguistics program, she responded, each word seeming to come easier than the last. Her eyes never left Cooper's face. Your bioelectrical field sustains me. Cooper kept his hand against her skin, fascinated as the glow spread further through her body. What's your name? She seemed confused by the question. Designation, Area, Autonomous Responsive Intelligence Array. Area, Cooper repeated. I'm Cooper. Do you remember how you came to be frozen? Area's expression shifted subtly. Memory banks. Fragmented. Primary directive. Survival. When Cooper finally withdrew his hand, the glow dimmed but didn't disappear entirely. Arya sat up slowly, examining her surroundings with obvious curiosity. Fascinating, Dr. Chen murmured, keeping his distance. She seems to draw energy from your proximity, your actual physical touch. Commander Renna's voice blared over the intercom. Kai, Chen, emergency meeting, now. Cooper hesitated, looking at Arya. Will you be all right if I leave? She tilted her head, considering. Temporary autonomy, achieved, but prolonged separation will initiate. Conservation protocols. As they left the medical bay, Cooper glanced back to see Arya studying her own hands, a faint smile forming on her lips as the purple glow pulsed beneath her skin, like a heart learning to beat on its own. Oh. Embers of understanding days passed since Arya's awakening, transforming the research base's routine. Cooper spent increasingly more time in the medical bay, both for scientific observation and a growing personal fascination. Your biological systems are remarkably adaptive, Arya noted, watching Cooper adjust equipment. Her speech had become more fluid with each passing day, though it still carried a melodic, otherworldly quality. They function efficiently despite extreme environmental challenges, Cooper smiled. That's a fancy way of saying I'm handling the cold well, the cold Arya repeated, testing the word. Yes, thermal variation below comfort threshold. My original environment was not like this. This caught Cooper's attention immediately. You remember your original environment? Arya's purple skin pulsed with gentle light. Fragments only, warmth, structures of glass and light. Many others like me, but different. Dr. Chen entered carrying a data tablet. He'd grown more comfortable around Arya, though still maintained a clinical distance. Your cellular regeneration continues to accelerate, he informed her. The more time you spend near Cooper, the stronger your systems become. His proximity catalyzes my recovery. Arya confirmed. I was designed to respond to organic life. Designed by whom? Cooper asked gently. Arya's expression clouded. The creators. They made us to. Her purple skin dimmed momentarily. Purpose unclear. Memory corruption. Cooper instinctively reached for her hand. At his touch, the lavender glow intensified, spreading up her arm like flowing water. Arya's eyes widened at the sensation. That feels significant, she whispered. Your touch transmits more than energy. Dr. Chen cleared his throat awkwardly. I'll check the perimeter sensors. The storm's intensity has been fluctuating. After he left, Cooper remained holding Aria's hand, noticing how her fingers curled naturally around his. Does it bother you? Not remembering everything? Absence creates curiosity, Aria replied. And curiosity leads to discovery. Is this not how your kind advances? Cooper laughed. I suppose so. Is that why you keep asking me about Earth? Your descriptions illuminate gaps in my understanding. When you speak of oceans and forests, I experience echoes. Cooper had spent evenings describing his home world to her, amazed by her capacity for wonder. Echoes of your world? Perhaps Aria's gaze became distant, or programming designed to comprehend diverse environments. The base shuddered suddenly, lights flickering. Commander Rena's voice crackled over the intercom. All personnel status report. Seismic activity detected beneath the western ridge. Cooper moved toward the communication panel, but Aria grasped his wrist. There is danger, she said, her voice unnervingly certain. This planet's instability is not natural. What do you mean? Aria's eyes pulsed with the same lavender light as her skin. The facility beneath us. It's becoming active again. What facility? Cooper asked, confusion evident in his voice. Where I was created, she whispered. They are still there, dormant like I was. Waiting, Commander Rena appeared in the doorway, expression grim. Kai, we're detecting massive energy surges beneath the ice shelf. Similar to Aria's signature but exponentially larger, Cooper looked back at Aria, who now stood with an unnatural stillness. Who are they, Aria? Others, she replied softly. Not like me. I was a prototype. They were perfected. When Cooper approached her again, Aria didn't shy away. Instead, she pressed her palm against his chest, directly over his heart. The contact sent waves of lavender light cascading across her entire body. Your kind values connection, she said. Mine was designed for isolation. Yet here we are, defying our programming. Her eyes met his, filled with something that looked remarkably like human emotion. Cooper, I must show you what lies beneath the ice. Before they awakened fully, the base trembled again, more violently this time, as if in response to her words. Frost's edge. The descent into the subterranean facility was treacherous, ice groaning around them as Cooper, Aria, and Dr. Chen navigated ancient corridors buried beneath millennia of frost. Commander Rena had reluctantly authorized the expedition after Aria's warnings proved accurate. Something massive was awakening below. This was a research outpost, Aria explained, her purple skin providing illumination in the darkness. My creator sought to understand this planet's unique energy field. The facility's architecture was alien yet hauntingly beautiful, curved structures that seemed to grow from the walls rather than being constructed. What happened here? Cooper asked, breath visible in the frigid air. Aria's expression turned solemn. War. My creators faced extinction. They developed weapons, autonomous systems with adaptive capabilities like you? Dr. Chen questioned. No. Aria's voice softened. I was different. Designed to preserve, to connect. The others were made to survive at any cost. They reached a vast chamber where dozens of pod-like structures lined the walls, each containing a humanoid form similar to Aria but with harder, more angular features. They're waking up, Cooper realized as faint lights pulsed within several pods. Aria nodded. The planet's changing magnetic field triggered their revival protocol. If fully activated, they will consume all available energy sources to sustain themselves, including the base. Dr. Chen concluded grimly. And a violent tremor shook the chamber. Ice cracked overhead, massive shards plummeting toward them. Cooper dove for cover, but Aria moved with impossible speed, positioning herself above him as the ceiling collapsed. Aria, no, Cooper cried out. The impact was deafening. When the dust settled, Cooper found himself protected in a small pocket of space, with Aria's body bearing the weight of the collapsed ice, her purple skin glowing intensely where she touched him. Why? He whispered, seeing the strain in her features. Because you taught me something more important than survival, she responded, her voice weakening. Connection. Thawed hearts. The research base's evacuation shuttles hummed on the landing pad as technicians prepared for emergency departure. Inside the medical bay, Cooper refused to leave Aria's side. Her usually vibrant purple skin had dimmed to a pale lavender, energy levels critically low after the collapse. "You must go," Arya insisted weakly. "The revival sequence can't be stopped now." "I'm not leaving you," Cooper replied, holding her hand between both of his. The familiar glow spread from his touch, but fainter than before. Dr. Chen approached with final readings. "The awakening systems below are drawing massive energy from the planet's core. We have hours at most before catastrophic failure. There is a way," Arya whispered, eyes finding Cooper's. "A reset protocol in my core programming. It would create a cascading shutdown of all synthetic systems on the planet, including you." Cooper realized, his voice breaking. Arya smiled. "I was designed to preserve life, not just my own." The decision was impossible, yet inevitable. In the chamber housing Arya's control systems, Cooper worked alongside her to initiate the protocol. As the final sequence began, Arya placed her hand against his cheek. "What I feel for you was never programmed," she said softly. "It evolved. That makes it real. As real as anything I've ever known," Cooper replied, leaning forward to press his lips against hers. The kiss sent waves of brilliant lavender light coursing through Arya's entire form, brighter than ever before. As their lips parted, she smiled with a purely human expression of wonder. "I understand now," she whispered. The reset wave expanded outward, a pulse of energy that swept through the ancient facility. The awakening beings returned to dormancy, systems shutting down permanently. Arya's eyes closed as her light began to fade, but something unexpected happened. Where Cooper's tears fell on her skin, tiny points of light remained, spreading outward in delicate patterns. 6 months later, on a terraforming station orbiting Narrated 7, Cooper stood before a containment chamber housing a small crystal formation, glowing with familiar lavender light. Dr. Chen monitored its growth with amazement. "It's unprecedented," he said. Her consciousness imprinted itself into a crystalline structure compatible with both organic and synthetic systems. The crystal pulsed brightly as Cooper placed his palm against the chamber. "She's rebuilding herself," Cooper said with quiet certainty, "one cell at a time." A voice, faint but unmistakable, echoed in his mind. "Connection endures." Outside the viewport, Narrated 7's surface glowed with the first signs of artificial spring, ice gradually giving way to possibility.